Some slight movement. Her responses and cognitive abilities seem to work as intended. Good morning, my dear. Now sit up straight. Still a bit weak, I see. Not very surprising.
Who are you?
Repeat that, my dear. I didn't quite catch it.
Who are you? Where am I?
Seems your throat muscles need some time to recover. I'll fix that for you later. Otherwise, this whole procedure would have been a waste of my precious time. Let us continue. Can you see the light? There's something waiting for you there. Let's see. Remember the numbers. 1, 4, 3, 6. Good. Now, over to the next light. Find the button and press it. This should be the easiest one, even in your state. There you go. Now, over to the last light.
Where am I?
Stop talking already. I can't understand you before your throat has been unclogged. So stop. Cease this social resistance and let this happen. There you are. Now you can see what we see. Now stop acting out this ridiculous drama and use your gift.
No! What the hell did you do to me?
Shut up! I cannot understand you. Stop straining your already weak throat, or you will never cease. If that happens, then you are useless to me, and I will be forced to reuse the worthless hunk of me. Not even worthy of being incinerated. Now, use that gift that I granted you, and choose your side. Show me who you are. By the soul of the damned! No! I refuse to believe it! Failure! Is this all I have created? An imbecile that has forgotten control of history?
I don't...
Not for you. So won't you dare move? I'll fix you later.
Alice, I pray to Odin that you safely find this and that your escape is successful. You have to hurry. As soon as the spirit notices, he will come after you, and I don't know what he will do to you. The myth has taken control over everything. You have to find me right away. Use your sight to look for the symbols that will guide you to me.
Message saved to Viper's personal digital assistant.
Message from War Corporation. Surface outpost.
This is Dr. Yang. What the fuck are you doing down there? Why the fuck did you seal the entrance? Tell Dr. Anderson to shut it down immediately. The roots are spreading to populated areas. People are dying. I know you people are behind this. Shut it down right now. Creatures are coming through.
Message received at 9:32, 15th of August, 2027.
Soulstone activated. And by you, I thought you were supposed to stay put, my dear. Instead, like the ungrateful waste of life that you are, you decided to leave my merciful embrace. A decision you will regret in the dark.
I've been leading my team to go through the routes to fetch artifacts for Borcorp for over 3 months now. I know it's not my place to question my orders, but I can no longer deem transportation through the routes as safe. It wasn't a problem when we thought the other worlds were inhabited. Last time Team 4 went through, we were fully armed, and still only half of us came back. And these roots, they're still spreading. Before the power of the gods, we are nothing.
Do you see? She left because she hates you. She left you all alone here. If you don't want to be alone forever, you need to get her back from me. Can you do that? Go get her back. Make your father proud. Stupid, disgusting creature.
1, Robbie. Robbie.
Svensson, Supervisor, Day 3 of tablet analysis. We received several stone tablets from front on fire with inscriptions apparently symbolizing the 9 realms of the World Tree. Initial analysis shows that the tablet emits an energy field boosting cell regeneration. End of note. Technology Research, Note 6. The expeditions to Asgard have proven fruitful yet again. The team brought back several shields that seem to possess a number of strange capabilities which are completely out of our control. According to the myth, these shields seem to have belonged to the winged creatures known as Valkyries. The mission of these creatures were to bring dead warriors to an afterlife in Valhalla, and must have possessed enormous powers.
tillsatt. Förtjänar inte det här. Förtjänar inte det här.
one. Sarah has shown me a lot of the myths surrounding the ancient objects we have recovered. Just like assumed, most of these stories corresponds only a little with the true events of the past. Giants and fire giants are very much like the descriptions, but the Vanir and Aesir gods differ a lot from their noble fairy tales to as gruesome as they are in real life. More of these stories later.
Oh shit, what am I doing? Come on. Just a little bit further. If I would have been 5 seconds late, the demons would have torn you apart. The great Odin spared your life, but left you broken. But that's okay, because I fixed you. No, you know what? I made you better. Remarkable, isn't it?
What?
No, you stay down. The anesthetics haven't left your system yet.
Oh, my head.
Okay, let's see here. Speech should be fine. I repaired the tissue. Yeah, I gave the bone structure a checkup as well. And the arm? How does it feel? Strange feeling, isn't it? When it's bonding to you. I know. I have a few of my own. Anyway, I have much to prepare. You rest for now.
Henrik, look at her. It's Alice.
The injuries she suffered and survived. It's not human.
That doesn't mean she's not.
Who are you?
By Odin.
My voice.
She even sounds like... Yes. I fixed your voice. And your arm.
Who are you? What's going on?
I'm Henrik Anderson, the CEO of Borcorp. The voice you're hearing is my wife, Sarah. She's up on the surface, Rob.
Unfortunately,
You and I are stuck down here.
the things happening down there are happening up here as well. And it's getting worse by the minute.
What did you do to me?
I brought you back from Helheim.
Henrik, calm down. The journey to save her almost killed you. I don't want to lose you. since she already has the prosthetic installed. Tell her about it.
Fine. Your new arm holds great power. Charged by Atrium, it can channel a magnificent force. It's based upon ancient knowledge uncovered by my wife.
And brought into fruition by Henrik. The arm is called Jerngreper.
You brought a hand with you. Use the Jerngreper to extract the RFID from it. You'll gain access to all doors with that level of security clearance. Now try it. Scan the hand on the table and then use it downstairs on the lock.
I know this is a lot to ask, but we're not taking this lightly. Please. I'll tell you more as you go.
Earthquakes are getting far too frequent. The roots are spreading faster. Please hurry. I'll show you all the things you need to know. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good. You can hear me as long as our radio can reach your Bifrost system. Ahead of you is your first obstacle. A service hatch that can usually only be opened from the inside, unless you're an engineer. However, Jerngreper can open the tunnels in an unconventional way. But first, you need power. You should find an Atrium upgrade in a nearby room. That right there is a small Atrium cell that can power the arm. Insert it in the arm, get back to the service hatch, and fire a burst at it to fry the lock circuits. And don't forget to refill your power with the power station on the wall before you move on. you collect enough upgrades for Jangreper, you can activate the weapon inside it. Ahead and above you, there's another obstacle you can overcome with Jangreper. Use your sight to find the ladder's control panel, aim at it, and fire a directed burst to lower the ladder. Since Jangreper is relying on atrium power cells, your life might be depending on not running out. There is another, larger power cell that you can carry with you at all times. Collect the power cells. Anytime you want to use them, activate your Bifrost personal display system for instructions and to keep track of how many you've collected. Ahead of you, you will find a door that is locked with an RFID signature you don't have. But now, that won't be a problem for you. It's the same as the earlier electronics, but the mechanics of the door needs a little finesse. Use your sight to see the mechanics inside the door and time the burst to get through.
Okay, everything seems to be working again. Where were we? Right. Our world, Midgard, is sharing its existence with 8 other worlds that are all connected by something known in the legends as Yggdrasil, the World Tree.
When we started researching the travel between worlds, we used technology to tap into a magical artifact known in the legends as the Apsulov, controller of the roots of Yggdrasil. This made it possible for us to safely travel to other worlds. Then, Something came through one of the roots. A spirit. It took control of the Apsulov and our systems, causing an emergency override. The facility was completely sealed, and the roots started spreading.
We need to reverse this by collecting the 9 artifact keys originally made to control the artifact and the roots it brings forth. But Henrik has traveled too much unprotected. He almost died when he saved you, and wouldn't survive going through another route. You are literally our only hope of stopping this. Without those keys, the roots and nightmares will take over our world. The fire giants will...
Sarah!
Wait, Henrik, I'm making connection again.
Sarah? Shit! Listen, we know the location of one of the keys. Ahead of you is a route that will take you to Niflheim, the ice world. Every moment, the routes spread further into Midgard, so find the key and come back here as soon as possible. Please, hurry!
Dr. Henrik Anderson. Dr. Brian Roberts, Niflheim Operations Supervisor. Minor progress report on Niflheim Outpost N502. Construction is moving along according to schedule. Procedures after the complete destruction of N498 are implemented and seems to be working. Building is strictly held to crevices. The amount of noise is held to a minimum, and outposts are working 24/7 to avoid the attention. Of the natives. However, the morale is very strained after the 48 casualties at N498. Worst of all are the sounds of the natives. It travels for miles through the infinite night and fog in this dead landscape. It just chills you to the core. gathered a lot of data on the key's whereabouts. I'm this close to finding it. But the road home, I can't get to it. Not with that thing outside. Listen, I don't know how much more of this I can take. You have to send someone to find another route. My feet are starting to I can't feel them anymore.
Is that you? Oh, thank all. You made it back alive. As soon as we lost connection, I thought... I can see you on a camera feed. Ahead of you, in Apsulov Research, there's an elevator that you can take to me on floor B1. I've marked the elevator so you can find it with your sight. There's probably a lot of things to explore in Apsulov Research, but don't stay for too long, and don't insert the key into the tablet until I've analyzed it. Please hurry. Mythology Research, Note 4, with Dr. Henrik Anderson and my lovely wife.
Dr. Sarah Anderson.
The power of the hammer of the god is on a whole other level than anything discovered before. The hammer is powering the entire facility and is more stable than anything else of this strength. Even the power cells charged with it has a huge amount of power.
We've decided to call the power Atrium, after the creator of the hammer. And not only does Atrium have the attributes described by Henrik, it also has a lot of magical potential. I don't know how to describe the phenomena scientifically, but Atrium has a terrifying effect on certain creatures from the myth that are affiliated with darkness. When it was wielded by Thor, it must have had an enormous destructive capacity. No wonder the gods are described as feared by everyone in the 9 realms. Mythology Research, Note 5. There are many gods from the myths, which seem to have ties to the things we are retrieving from the other worlds. We have items from Odin, the Allfather, and his son Thor, the god of lightning. We have also found proof of the existence of the immortal Baldur and Freya, the goddess of fertility. And we have some leads on Hel, the goddess of death, Mimir, the keeper of the Well of Wisdom, and Loki, the god of mischief. But that one worries me a bit. notes made by Henrik. One thing I just had to note was a story depicting an enormous wall built to protect Asgard from the outside world. The story talks of the gods making a wager with a giant. The wager was that if the giant could finish the wall within a set amount of time, he could marry the goddess Freya. However, when the giant was almost finished, the gods cheated. And to add insult to injury, Thor crushed the giant's head with his hammer. This wall that is described in the Younger Edda doesn't seem to be a wall at all. It's a statue capable of shutting out the roots of Yggdrasil and opening them to the one in control of it. I fear that this statue is exactly what we have here in the facility. The Apsulov.
Floor 4, surface access.
Everyone took it. The blood that came through the roots, they just drank it. With no regard to their own well-being, or ethics, or reason. Consider this note my resignation. I'm heading to the surface right away before this madness spirals completely out of control.
Floor 4, surface access. Floor 2, Apsulov research.
Lots of difficulties maneuvering the other 8 worlds of Yggdrasil to find the artifacts that we need. That is, until now. Henrik found out that magical beings can see on a spectrum that is invisible to mere mortals. And with artifacts and knowledge brought home from Valheim, Henrik has managed to infuse this magic into an augmented reality implant, making the spectrum visible to the user. And this is an amazing leap forward to unlock the secrets that these worlds are holding from us.
Mythology Research, Note 4, with Dr. Henrik Anderson and my lovely wife.
Dr. Sarah Anderson.
The power of the hammer of the god is on a whole other level than anything discovered before. The hammer is powering the entire facility and is more stable than anything else of this strength. Even the power cells charged with it has a huge amount of power.
We've decided to call the power Atrium, after the creator of the hammer. And not only does Atrium have the attributes described by Henrik, it also has a lot of magical potential. Mythology Research, Note 5. There are many gods from the myths, which seem to have ties to the things we are retrieving from the other worlds. We have items from Odin, the Allfather, and his son Thor, the god of lightning. We have also found proof of the existence of the immortals Baldur and Freya, the goddess of fertility. And we have some leads on Hel, the goddess of death, Mimir, the keeper of the Well of Wisdom, and Loki, the god of mischief.
Mythology Research, Note 4, with
Mythology Research, Note 5. There are many gods from the myths, which seem to have ties to the things we are retrieving from the other worlds. We have items from Odin, the Allfather, and his son Thor. Mythology Research, Note 3. The information me and Henrik has unearthed is just as astounding as mentioned in the previous notes made by Henrik. One thing I just had to note was a story depicting an enormous wall built to protect Asgard from the outside world. The story talks of the gods making a wager with a giant. The wager was that if the giant could finish the wall within a set amount of time, we've had lots of difficulties maneuvering the other 8 worlds of Yggdrasil to find the artifacts that we need. That is, until now. Henrik found out that magical beings can see on a spectrum that is invisible to mere mortals. And with artifacts and knowledge brought home from Valheim, Henrik has managed to infuse this magic into an augmented reality implant, making the spectrum visible to the user. And this is an amazing leap forward to unlock the secrets that these worlds are holding from us. Apsulov research. Surface access. Everyone took it. The blood that came through the roots, they just drank it. With no regard to their own well-being, or ethics, or reason. Consider this note my resignation. I'm heading to the surface right away before this madness spirals completely out of control. Floor 2, Apsulov research. Floor 1, Apsulov research. Floor 1, Apsulov research. Floor 1, Apsulov research. Basement 1, waste disposal. Dr. Lisa Svensson, Supervisor, Day 12 of tablet analysis. Dr. Anderson brought an artifact holding an engraved sphere in some form of magnetic energy field. The text delivered with the sphere suggests that it's a soul stone, something meant to replicate and store the soul of any higher being. There are accounts of time anomalies and split realities, but they are impossible to read at the time.
Oh jävlar vad du skrivs. Do you have it? Oh, magnificent! Praised be Odin and all of his sons! Oh, you've done well.
I almost died, and
But you didn't. And now you're taking the first step in my plan to save this world of ours. Oh, jag har fortfarande en chans.
Yes, but...
Now, there's much I have to show you. And time is of the essence. At the end of the hallway is a room. The key code is 3425. I'll direct you once you've entered the room. Please, leave questions for afterwards. Now go.
Questions? Where do I even begin?
This clears a lot of things up for us. Thank you for bringing the key back.
You're welcome. And thank you for fixing my arm.
Yeah. I assume you have no memories of your past, and I bet you're wondering who you are. Well, so am I. But I'm locked out of the facility's main database at the moment, so if we make a quick detour then...
Henrik! Thousands are dying every minute, and you're talking about detours?
We need to know, Sarah. I need to know what happened to her.
Don't put the girl through any more than she has to, Henrik. Don't make her do this.
We have to figure this out. The emergency system severed the connection between most of the systems and the base. You need to go to the medical research facility and approve a remote link to grant me access to the information we need. I would do it myself, but I'm not strong enough. I'll show you everything you need to know on the way.
Most things in the facility are always handled with extreme caution, while some just aren't. We're hundreds of meters below the surface in northern Sweden. If something happens, it could be hours before help arrives. Above that, some of the artifacts clearly emits energy fields that could be a potential long-term health risk. The statue in the center of the facility has hundreds of people walking by it all day. Not to mention the gigantic hammer that was carelessly placed in a room where serious scientists, including myself, are working unprotected right next to it. My PDA tablet was low on battery this morning, but when I got back to my quarters, The battery was almost full. This just can't be right.
floor ahead of you, there's a battery. In case of a facility-wide power failure, they can be charged to power equipment in smaller areas. Jerngreper has the ability to remotely charge these batteries with large and small bursts. When you're done with it, you can just take the energy right back, like any power station. This will make the area go dark again. That thing stopping your path is a wraith, a ghost of a Jotun giant. It's time to show you the weapon in Jerngrip. The last level, right before it overloads, is used to destroy evil magic. But be wary, different creatures will react differently to the power, so be careful when using it. Use the large atrium burst to destroy the Jotun wraith that stops your path. Don't forget that while you're charging the arm, you can cancel the charge at any time to avoid overloading it. By the gods, I see that ahead of you there's a whole lot of vermin. The myth describes them as trolls. We accidentally brought them back from Midgard on an expedition to retrieve a mythical harp from a magical creature which we destroyed. Back then, they were blind. But when they started spreading here, they evolved. And now, they aren't blind anymore. And they're aggressive and fast. Always be ready with a large pulse of Jerngrip.